mistakes, why they have been punished, and how to avoid such mistakes. Whereas capital punishment only seeks to condemn the fellows involved, leaving their families in abject poverty, especially when they are the breadwinners of their families. Also, capital punishment does not give room for repentance. Mind you, being humans, we are imperfect, and corruptions are simply mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. Corruption is everywhere: churches, mosques, even the judiciary meant to safeguard the rights of the citizens of the country. How sure are you that the judge has not been bribed before passing judgment? And the judge himself is an imperfect person. So who is an imperfect person to pronounce that sentence on another imperfect individual? Corrupt practice is simply sheer wickedness, and a democratic government such as ours should do away with it. Also, biblically, God is against capital punishment. That is why you and I are alive today. When Adam and Eve sinned, he did not capitally punish them. Let's take a case study of Zacchaeus, the tax collector in the Bible book of Luke chapter 19 from verse 1 to 10. When being told his corrupt act, Zacchaeus repented, returning to those he had illegally collected tax from, 4 times what he collected, and sharing his possessions with the poor people in the society. Now, how would he have done that if he was capitally punished? According to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chapter 4, Fundamental Human Rights, Section 33, Section 1 says, and I quote, "Every person is entitled to the right to life, and no person shall be deprived intentionally of his life." For now, capital punishment is an infringement upon these fundamental human rights. Capital punishment leads to revolution in the country, and innocent people will be affected. If capital punishment is meted out on corrupt individuals incessantly, a lot of people will be affected, as they depend on such individuals for their daily bread in the society. And in the quest to defend themselves, the government and the people, there will be a great massacre, loss of lives and properties. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I say, the UNO opposes it, and it will expose us to the world as uncivilized people. I stand to say, ladies and gentlemen, the life you cannot create, do not take. I rest my case. Thank you.
It gets more and more exciting. People are getting warm under the collars. The two schools must be sitting on the edges of their seats. Where is the scale tilting? We don't know yet. The judges will decide. But next, let me call on DK Chidimma to support what the lead speaker has said. For capital punishment being the penalty for corrupt practices rather than imprisonment.
And I'm here to give a helping hand to my chief speaker on the topic. Capital punishment should be the penalty for corrupt practices rather than imprisonment. First and foremost, let me bring us back to memory lane. In 80s and early 90s, when handovers were given capital punishment and imprisonment, people hardly venture into it for the fear of death. Notorious handovers like Oyenusi and Iyenko were publicly executed. Also executed were the drug pushers like